All right, so I guess we'll start with the next opponent coming up. What do you guys see from Iowa's offense that might make them?
Oh, very physical. It's a team that plays tough. They come in swinging, so you gotta make sure we come in swinging and then we're ready to go. They run fast. They got a lot of big guys. Guys that can move the ball. So we gotta make sure that we're ready to roll.
I guess when you're playing a team like Iowa, a team that's not known to air it out a ton, how much for you as a defensive back, how much emphasis is being put on your ability as a tackler?
I think the whole week that's what it's all about. They're gonna attack the perimeter, so we gotta make sure that as DBs we're ready to tackle because they go man for man. So they're probably gonna let the corners or the DB free, one of the DBs free. So we know it's gonna play a big role on us in the tackle game.
And shedding blocks, what have you seen on the film from the wide receivers?
Oh, they block hard, there's some hard blockers. The team in general is a hard working team, so anything that you do, you're going to have to do in that game probably going to be hard because they don't let it go easily.
What have you seen from a guy like Aiden West? He's getting some good run lately, and I'm just curious what you see from his development over the course of the year.
I think he's getting better every week, and he's a young guy, so there's a lot that to improve still, and it's very nice to see him grow every week. I'm trying to say. See how sometimes he get beat, but he doesn't get too phased about it. He come back and he got a great response. The guy that responds a lot every time there's a problem, ready to ask questions, ready to answer, real humble. Never above, not a big ego. So I really like that. So it's really nice to see him play out there. He's gonna get better throughout the weekend. Especially next year, I think he's gonna be a great weapon for MSU.
Over the last couple of weeks, we've seen you taking a few more reps at nickel. How do you like that spot? How does it compare to being an outside corner?
I really like it because I feel like in general, the more football you play, the better it is. In general, I get to know and understand more position around me, and I feel like the only difference really is just more space if you want. But I feel like it's a little bit easier because in nickel, your help is usually closer, and I feel like compared to corner, it's a little bit easier to know that your help is on the right and your help is on the left. Like you're surrounded by help in the nickel compared to corner. I feel like.
Also, obviously, on Saturday was senior day. You're not one of the players running for that. Is there any pursuit of extra eligibility?
Oh no, there's no extra year coming up for anything like that. It was just because I did my senior walk at UConn last year, so I just wanted to honor it. I feel like it's one of those events that you only do once in your lifetime, so I didn't want to do it twice. That's the only reason.
As a defensive back, obviously you can only worry about so much, but with the quarterback kind of being a dual threat quarterback in a way for Iowa, can you kind of talk about what that looks like American defense for someone who's shown he can run a little bit?
For somebody that's sure he can run, it's not really a problem because I feel like as a defense we're fast enough and we already faced running quarterback throughout the season. He's a little bit more dual threat than the other quarterbacks, but I don't think it's something new or something surprising. I trust Coach Rossi to bring a game plan for him, so that's not going to be a big difference or a big factor if you ask me.
What's the energy been like in practice? Because obviously it's easy to kind of get down on yourselves when the whole game's out of the picture. It's not really losing a streak.
The guys keep pushing, and like you said, now it's hard to stay motivated when, the ball game's pretty much out of the picture, but guys show up every day, they show up every day, they show up ready to go, with energy, and that's all that matters, that's all we can ask. Make sure that you start sparring and finish your sparring, so they come in here, be ready to roll, and that's all that matters. As long as you come in here, got the right energy, we're still chasing games, we're still chasing wins. It's not the season that we wanted, but gotta finish strong.
You said obviously this is your last year here, but how do you feel like these last 2 weeks can help maybe give the program, some of the younger guys in the program, some momentum? Maybe they could potentially.
I feel like always finishing with a win always help for the next year. Nobody like to start a new season and then when you look back at the last season, you ended up with a loss. So I feel like them last 2 games are really important because in terms of recruiting, in terms of motivation, even for the transfer portal, you got to win games to make sure you can recruit well and make sure people come and people stay in the team. So even though I'm not coming back or some of the other seniors not coming back, we understand that you got to win the game because it's a big factor for this. It has a big impact for next year too. So all them games are important.
And as you said, you're skipping your final 2 games as a college football player. What's looking to be kind of done as your journey here in college football?
Mhm.
And I guess what's this place in that? What has this place meant to you?
I mean, this place really meant a lot to me. I'm really grateful, you know, for somebody for an institution and a school to believe in me and trust me. Because at the end of the day, when you recruit those kids, like you put in a lot of money and time, and hopefully that they produce. And you know, sometimes not everybody produce, but just being here, like life changing. You know, the people, the state. Just the coaches, the level of football, everything. I'm very grateful to be a recruiter here and to be able to come here because I would never reach a level of football that I am right now. You know, playing such a high level every weekend only make you play better and only make you reach a certain level that you have to be at to stay in this league. So I feel like if I don't come to MSU, I never reach this level. I never get this good, and I never get to have all these resources. So now that I'm coming back to the end, I'm very grateful for everything that happened. I would never change my route or none of that. I feel like everything happened for a reason, even though the season wasn't the best. There's a reason behind that. I'm going to look back at it and realize everything happened for a reason. So I'm very grateful.
You were one of those players who entered in the portal class out last year. How would you pitch Michigan State to anyone looking at it during the transfer portal this offseason?
Yeah, to pitch it for other guys, I think it's the place to be if you want to play great football. You know what I'm saying? If you like pressure, if you want to go somewhere that means something to play football, I feel Michigan State is the spot to be at.
Anything else? Oh, good. All right.
Thank you very much. All right, boss.